Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how you can build a super professional looking real estate website from scratch, and most importantly, for free. So that means that if you are a real estate agent or realtor, you can save a few $1,000s building it yourself. And if you want to earn a few $1,000s, you can provide this as a service for someone else. So first, let me show you the finished website, and then I'll show you how you can build it yourself. And there it is, guys. As you can see, we have a beautiful header section here. So we have a logo and a call to action button to request a quote. Just underneath, we have our hero section, a beautiful image, and here the main heading as well, explaining where you are and exactly what it is that you do, with a request, a callback button as well. So again, a call to action button. Underneath, we have the search feature. Here you can search by keywords, address, zip code, and cities. And you can also narrow down by price, by type, by amount of bedrooms, bathrooms, and also additional filters. As you can see, you can check by amenities, features, and so on and so on. So this is for our search feature. Underneath, we have a quick About Us section linking back to your About Us page. And right here, we have a few listings immediately straight on the home page. And obviously, everything is customizable. Here you can select featured one or just listed or any other categories on your website. Right here, we have a view all properties, which will link back to all your properties on your website. A quick call to action here, request a quote with your phone number right here at hand. We have a few testimonials to build trust and authority. And right here, a few additional listings as well. But as you can see, not in a grid form, but in a list layout format. And if you keep scrolling down, as you can see, we have a beautiful call to action section again. And right here, your opening hours, your details, and your location. And we have a few internal pages. As you can see, your listings can be displayed as a grid layout, list layout, or map view. So let's have a look at the grid layout. So as you can see, right on top, you have a search feature. You can narrow this down by price, type of accommodation, bedrooms, bathroom, etc. And as you can see, this looks absolutely fantastic. We have the same in list layout as well. As you can see, the information is basically displayed differently. And then we have the map view as well, which is absolutely great because here we have the map on one side, which is easy for your visitors to visualize where these properties are located. And right here, we have the listing themselves. And now let's discover the single pages. So immediately on top, we have a beautiful image gallery. So you can click on any of those to expand and zoom in. And as you can see, now we have a full screen view of those images, and you can share them immediately with any of your friends. So now we can close this and scroll down the page. We have the price tag, we have the request and info form as well. Right here, the address and all the essential information. So 3 beds, 2 baths, and then all the basics. Description, is there an open house? We have the location just underneath, amenities, features, and nearby store. And all of these are fully customizable. There is obviously a contact form here to ask the agent for further information. So there you go, guys. As you can see, this is a beautiful project that we are about to undertake, and all of this in less than an hour. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, guys, so the very first step is to take care of our hosting and domain name registration. So for this, simply click on the very first link in the description below where it says get hosting here. Okay, guys, so if you're watching this video before December the 3rd, 2023, then you will enjoy a massive 85% discount on your hosting plans. So that means that you have access to Hostinger's premium services for just $1.99 per month. Now, if you're watching this after December the 3rd, 2023, well, don't worry, I still have a special deal for you and a dedicated coupon code Mr. Web that you can use at checkout. So simply click on this link here, and this will bring you to this page. So this is a co-branded page that we have with Hostinger. And as you can see, you get access to special discounted prices up to 85% off. So this is a Black Friday sale special offer. Now, they have special offers throughout the year, but this is the best offer you can get at the moment. And again, this is valid until the 3rd of December. And after this, you can still use the coupon code Mr. Web at checkout. So if you scroll down the page, as you can see, you can claim your deal. So basically, you have 3 different offers here. $1.99 per month, $3.49, $8.99. So what's the difference between those 3? Well, basically, this is ideal if you're just starting up or hosting just one website like we are going to build today. If it's just the one website you need, well, that's absolutely fine. You know, this one is for business, as you can see, up to 100 different websites, and the cloud startup is for up to 300 websites. So this is more like for web agencies or something like this. As you can see, you can save up to 85%. This is the best deal ever at the moment. And for less than the price of a cup of coffee per month, you can have your website on the premium plan from Hostinger. Also, as you can see, if you scroll down the page, you get free domain name, which is normally $9.99. So you can save another $10 there. You get your free mailbox as well, unlimited bandwidth, as free SSL certificate. So most hosting provider will charge you for this as well, at least a $10. I've seen $24.99 in some companies as well. So again, all these features are included for just $1.99 per month. So all you have to do is basically click on this button here, add to cart, and then from here you need to select your billing cycle. As you can see, 1 month, 12 months, 24 months, or 48 months. Obviously, the best value is on 48 months. As you can see, it's only $1.99 for this one. So you get the same price for 4 years. So the total cost, let me scroll down here, as you can see. So it's only $95.52 over 48 months. So that's like $23.88 per year, so $24 per year. That's all it's costing you. So if you scroll down, obviously they're going to add taxes on top. It's only $21. So total cost here, $117.49. So depending where you're based, the taxes may vary slightly, you know. Now I have an even better news for you. As you can see, 85% discount, $117.49. Now I have a coupon code as well. So here type Mr. Web, okay, and then apply. So 11749. And now 105.74. So you saved another $12 in total, guys. Okay. So after this, simply proceed to checkout. Very good. And once you've gone through the checkout process, you can go back to this page and log into your account. Okay. So log in, and then enter your email address and password and click login. So this is your Hostinger dashboard. And right here on top, as you can see, you can claim your free domain. So for this, let's click on claim domain. And right there, you're going to type the domain name that you want to register. So for instance, your domain name, okay? And then select your extension. As you can see, you have .in for India, .me for personal websites, .com, this is the most popular one, obviously. You also have .net, .xyz, .help, .host. So select the one that suits your type of business. So let's go ahead with .com as an example here. And then we're going to check the availability. So let's click on this. And as you can see, this one is already taken. So you might have to look for a different variation of your domain name. So in our case here, we're just going to try to register Learn with Mr. Web, okay, as a .com. So again, let's check the availability. So this one is available. So we're going to claim our domain, okay? So let's do this together. So let's claim our domain. And then by law, you have to enter your details here, obviously, you know, because you have to know who's registering the domain name. So let's click on the next step. So I'm going to fill this out very quickly. So there you go. And now finish registration. Very good. So now let's click continue. Very good. As I can see, the email verification is pending at the moment. So basically go to your mailbox and click on the link that's inside that email. So I've done that already. So now we can refresh. Very good. As you can see, now it's active and verified as well. Now we can set up our server. So we go back home here. So depending on which plan you purchase, maybe premium, business or cloud, you will see one of those sections here, okay? So when it's not set up yet, you will have a button like this one just next to it. So again, it could be premium, business or cloud. Either of those is absolutely fine, you know? So now click on setup. Now we're going to click on start now. And right here, you're going to go through a few different questions. It's like a setup wizard, basically, you know, to help you set up your hosting. So as you can see, I have a few questions here. What are you creating the website for? So you can select either of those, or you can skip altogether. I would advise that you skip this one altogether, you know. Right here, what are you going to do? Are you going to create a new website or migrate a website? Well, in our case, we're going to create a new website. So select this. So do you want to build this with AI or ourselves? Well, we're going to build this ourselves. So just skip this step altogether now. And you're going to select your domains. So normally it should show up automatically, but if you have more than one domain registered, you might click on the drop-down menu and select the one that you want to assign to this, and then click select. And now right here, you're going to select your server. So this should be normally the nearest either to you or to your target audience. So let's say if you're based in United States, selling to people in the United States, well, you select either of those two here. But maybe you're based in the United States, maybe selling exclusively in Europe, in which case you might select one of those servers here, okay? So because we're based in Ireland here, we can select either Netherlands or maybe United Kingdom. So United Kingdom should be nearest. So let's click on this and now click change. Very good. And now we're going to finish our setup. So as you can see, now it's taking care of everything. We can see the progress line. So now as you can see, it's installing the SSL certificate for us automatically. Very good. So we're done already. As you can see, well done. You are ready. So from here, you can either go and see your website. So we don't need that because we haven't built anything yet. So we're going to go back to our control panel. Okay, so let's click on Manage Site. There you go. And we're back to our dashboard now. So now from here, we're going to create an email address and also we're going to install WordPress on our server. So first, as you can see, it says free email. Setup is not finished. So let's click on the Manage here. Very good. So as you can see, I've paid plans as well. I would go with the free one. Absolutely no problem with this, you know. So I'll click Select. So let's create our email address. So maybe info@. You're going to enter your password and then a recovery email just in case. I'm just going to put hello@mrweb.tv. Okay. And now we're going to create our new account. And there you go. As you can see, we have a new email address now and you can access it using the webmail. So if you click on this, you can open this in a new tab. So this is your email address. Enter your password as well and click login. And there you go. As you can see, this is your mailbox, basically inbox and sent and spam and archive. So basically you can access all your emails immediately from here. And now we can go back to our dashboard. Okay, so from here, we're going to install WordPress. So right here, you have website. Click on this, expand. And as you can see, you have WordPress and auto installer. This is the one we need to click on. Okay, so click on auto installer. And now for this type of project, we just need WordPress. We don't need WooCommerce. WooCommerce is an e-commerce platform. We just need WordPress on its own. So what we're going to do is click on this, so select. So first, let's enter the website title. So maybe Learn with Mr. Web. Make sure the admin email is correct and then create a username and a password as well. Now we move to the next step. So right here, you can select if you want automatic updates or not. So it is advised to use this option here, update only to minor version, but that's really up to you. If you want to automatically update to the newest version, you can select this one here altogether. Again, that's really up to you, okay? And then click install. And there you go, guys. You can see this is done already. So we have everything installed, you know, Lightspeed Cache, Object Cache, SSL certificate. So now you can edit your website by clicking on this button here. So I'll click on that, it will open up in a new tab and this will give us access to our WordPress dashboard. Very good, so welcome to our WordPress dashboard. So let's have a quick look at our website. So we hover on top of real estate, visit site, right click, open in a new tab. And this is basically what it looks like at the moment. So that's not too bad at all, to be honest. You know, it's not a bad theme. This is the default one that comes with WordPress, the 2024. But we're going to add something a little bit more professional looking and something that we can tweak around and jazz up a little bit better than this, okay? So let's go back here. So first we're going to install our main plugin. So we go to plugins and then add new plugin. And right here, look for real estate. Very good. So there's quite a few here, as you can see. We have 391 different items. So how do you know which one to choose? Well, I'm going to show you which one we can install. So we've discovered Essential Real Estate already. So what I'll do, I'll leave a link in the description below just in case you want to have a look at this one instead. But today we're going to focus on this one here, which is a static real estate plugin. So all we have to do is just install now and then activate. Excellent. So as you can see, there are 3 different versions. So the one we installed here is the simple one, which is the free one. And basically there's a few features missing. If you need those features like PDF features, compare features, CSV import, or any of those, well, unfortunately, you'll have to buy the pro version, which is $89 US. It's still not expensive though, you know, to be honest. But at the moment, we are going to focus on the free version, which is absolutely fine if you're just starting up, okay? So what we're going to do now is to install the demo content. So as you can see, this big button here, so click on that. And right here, as you can see at the moment, because this is the free version, it's only for single owners. If you want to run this as an agency, as you can see, add multiple agents and agencies. Well, again, this is the pro version, okay? So now you have to select your country. So I'm based in Ireland myself, so it's not listed here. So I'll click on others and then continue. And right here, we have to set up our Google Maps API key. So let's get started with this. And all you have to do is basically right click and open in a new tab. We have it here. And right from there, click on this button, go to credentials page. As you can see, I have a few different projects in place already. And then we're going to create a new project and give it a name. Okay, so I'm just going to put real estate website and then create. Excellent. So as you can see now, you are viewing the real estate website organization. So we can close this and go to the Google Maps platform. We can close the message as well. And for now, we're just going to click maybe later. We're not going to restrict it immediately. We do that in a second. I'm just going to show you the main screen. Okay, so I'm just going to close this for now as well. And now that this is done, we can go to our keys and credentials. So right here by the side, Very good. And now we can click on those three dots and we're going to edit the API key. So right here, as you can see, we can restrict the key. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to restrict this to a specific website. And right here, we're going to add. And here, we're going to just add 2 lines of code. Okay, so we go back here, we're going to fetch our main URL. So as you can see, it's realestate.learnwithmrweb.com. So whichever your domain name is, could be your domain-name.com or something like this. Okay, so right here, the first one, you're going to type star.yourdomainname/star, okay, and then done. And I'm going to add another one, but this time it's going to be star, no dot, immediately your domain name/star, okay, and then done. That's it. That's us done with this. And now we're going to restrict the key based on APIs as well. And here we're going to select those APIs we want to link it to, okay. So basically here we need the geolocation. We need maps elevation, maps JavaScript API, maps SDK, map statics, places, and then which one again? I think that's basically all we need. So those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then okay, and then save. Excellent. And now we can click on show key and then copy this and we go back to our website and paste it here and then continue. And now you need to select which pages you want to add to your website. As you can see, you have the list layout, the grid layout. So this is basically how your different listings will be displayed, as a list or as a grid. So this is just a matter of preferences. Maybe you prefer list, maybe you prefer grid, maybe you like both. So you can upload both. You have the map view. So basically this is the page divided in half. You have the listing on one side and the maps on the other one. What I would suggest is select all the pages and you can always delete them afterwards, you know. So let's scroll down the page and continue. And then would you like to add the demo listing? Yes, please. And then finish setup. There you go, guys. You can see this is done. So these are all our listings. So these are demo content, but don't worry. I'm going to show you how we can change this very easily. So we have a few listings here as a demo content, which is going to help us get an overview and a quick feel of what our website looks like, you know. So now we can go back to the home page and let's refresh. And as you can see, now we have all these different pages added. Okay, so if you click on grid layout, look at this. Isn't that fantastic? That looks very professional already, doesn't it? And then the list layout is basically roughly the same, you know. And then we have the login page, the map view. So this is basically, you have your map here. As you can see, this is working already with our API. So we know that our Google key Maps API key is working as well. And then all the listings by the side. And then they can simply click on any of them if they're interested. And you have the full detail. So as you can see, this is already working. And that looks already very promising, doesn't it? Now, like I said, this is the default theme that comes with WordPress. There's nothing wrong with it, you know, we could actually use this. This is not an issue, but I'm going to show you how to add something a little bit easier to configure than the full site editing. So we go back here now, we go to Appearance, Themes, and then Add New Theme. And right here, search for Astra. And this is the one here. So install and then activate. Excellent. So now we're going to pour the demo content. So basically for this, you go back to Astra here by the side. Now that it is installed, so we go to Starter Templates and then install and activate. Very good. And now we need to select our page builder. So that's really up to you. You know, the block editor, like I said, this is the one that comes in with WordPress by default. And we also have Elementor and Beaver Builder, which are both drag and drop page builders, very intuitive. So let's go with Elementor here as an example. Okay, so let's click on this. And right there, you have all these different sections. As you can see, you have business, local business, personal care, professionals, personal site, community, commerce, and blog. Now, if you go to the business section here, there's a dedicated category for real estate. And as you can see, some of them are premium. So these are paid version and these are free, okay, the others. So if you scroll down, as you can see, this one is for construction. This one is for roofing agency, construction company. This one is real estate consultant. So they're not really 100% for real estate, but they are in the real estate realm and industry, obviously, you know. So if you wanted to have a look at one of them, you can simply click on it. And there you go. As you can see, this is what the website looks like. And this is really up to you, you know. It's just a matter of taste and preferences. And I'm going to show you how you can customize this and make it your own anyways. So let's go back to the main screen now. I'm just going to click on local businesses. I'm going to show you how you can customize any of those themes and make it your own and make it look very, very professional, okay? So as you can see right here, local business. So this is normally for a plumbing company. So if I click on this, as you can see, like I said, this is normally for a plumbing company, but we can easily turn this around and make it a fantastic looking real estate website, obviously, you know. So as you can see, we could have, instead of our work, we could have our listings here immediately, you know, or something like this. And you have Google Maps here as well, the opening hours. So I think this is actually a good starting point. So again, like I said, you can select any of those, and I'm going to show you how you can apply this and how you can customize everything to fit your business model, okay? So now we're going to click on skip and continue. So right here, immediately you can select your color palette. So if maybe your company colors are more red, maybe blue, maybe green, feel free to select any colors immediately from here. I'm just going to go with the default ones for now. And you can also select a different font. Obviously, by changing the font, you're going to provide your website with a different feel. As you can see, this is completely different immediately, you know. So again, depending on how you want to be perceived, feel free to select any of those fonts here, okay? So again, I'm just going to go with the default one for now. So let's click continue. And from here, basically all you have to do is click on this button here, submit and build my website. And it will import all the content for us in just a few seconds. And there you go, guys. Congratulations. So it took only 15 seconds to install that. And now we can click on this to go back to the dashboard and then confirm. Very good. So here we get a notice, or maybe later, and that's fine. So now let's go back to the front end. So again, this is what our website used to look like. So let's refresh. And as you can see, now we have the demo content fully imported. Okay, so this is working. This is absolutely great. And I think this looks very professional. It's a nice theme, actually, a nice template for our project here. Very good. So normally at this stage, I would show you how to set up all your listings, different categories and so on. But in this case, we're going to take care of the front end first. So we're going to take care of our header section. So basically we're going to add our own logo, change the menu section, add your details here, and change the call to action button. I'm going to show you can add your search feature here at the underneath as well. Or we can add listings on the home page instead of blog posts like we have at the moment, you know. So let me show you how we can do that, okay? You're gonna see it's gonna look absolutely beautiful and fantastic. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard, and first let's change our logo. So we go to appearance, customize, and right here on top, as you can see, you have the brand name. If you hover, you have a small pencil, click on this, and right there you have the logo. As you can see, only a white one, okay? So we're gonna remove this and change it for another one. So change logo. And then you can upload your own logo immediately from here. So I've done that already. So I'm going to go to the media library. And as you can see, I have two versions. I have the dark version and a bright version. Okay, so I'm just going to select this one in white, which is the one that will suit perfectly with this type of background. And then you can skip cropping. Very good. So as you can see now, the Mr. Web logo is displaying. And if the width or the size of the logo is too big, you can use the slider here. You know, you can make it bigger or smaller, whichever way you see fit. So basically this is the one. You can also have the one for retina display. So this would be a higher resolution one. And then I'm going to select the same one again and choose image, basically. So depending on the resolution of the screen, it will fetch one or the other. Excellent. So we cannot change the menu section immediately from here. So we're going to skip this for now. And then with the emergency number here. So you can just use this as your normal number. So instead of emergency, you could just have call, and then you type your phone number here just next to it, okay? Now you have the call to action button here, get a quote. So this is a very nice one, obviously. So where are you going to link this? Well, you can link this, I suppose, to your contact page, you know? So if you click on this, this is a contact page. I'm going to show you how you can customize the form here as well. So basically here, fetch the address, the URL, and then paste it here instead of the hashtag, okay? And then click publish. There you go. So that's just done with the header section. So now you can X out of this. And now let's take care of our menu section. So we go back here and have a quick look just to make sure everything is okay. So the logo is fine with the phone number, and we'll get a quote. So let's test the button, and it's bringing us to contact page, which is perfect, okay? So now let's take care of the menu section here. So as you can see, home, about, services, and contact. Well, I suppose home, about we can keep, contact as well. But we're going to add obviously all our listings, and also maybe a user section where they can log in, log out, and so on. Okay, so let's go back here. So we go to pages now and see all our pages. So as you can see, when we set this up, when we installed Ecstatic, it asks us if we wanted to install a few pages, create a few pages. So we have the grid layout, we have the list layout, we have the map view. So clearly we need them as well, okay? So if you go grid layout, right click on view, open in a new tab, do the same with the list layout and the same with the map view. And let's have a quick look, okay? So this is what it looks like as a grid. So that looks really professional, doesn't it? Very, very nice. This one is as a list. As you can see, it's one item per line. So this is a list format, layout, and this is basically our map view. So we have the map on one side and all the listings on the other. So again, some visitors might prefer one over the other. What we're going to do is basically give them the choice so they can decide which one is best for them, basically, okay? So what we're going to do now is just close those pages, and we're going to basically add them to the menu section, and also add all these other features. We have profile, reset password, we have sign up and login. So those pages will be for the user themselves. So let's create our menu. So we go to appearance, menus, and right there you have the main menu. As you can see, there's only one at the moment. So it's home, about, services, and contact, which is home, about, services, and contact. And now let's keep adding our pages, okay? So we might remove services, we might not need this one. All we need is home, about, and contact. And we're going to add 2 more sections, okay? So the first one we're going to create is called listing. So we're going to create a custom link. So here we're going to put hashtag. So this one is not going anywhere. It's basically just the title of the section. And we're going to type here listings, add to menu. And we're going to do the same, hashtag. And this one we're just going to call it login. Any user will understand that, you know. So that's basically it. So right here, we're going to move this one upwards, maybe after the about us section, and the login we can leave it there last. So now let's open all our pages. So view all. So first we're going to take care of our listings. So we're going to add, obviously we have the map view, we have the list view, and the grid view. So let's add those 3, and now we're going to drag and drop them underneath the listing section and indent it as well. So grid view, there you go, list view, and map view. Okay, so let's save this for now. Let's have a quick look, see what it looks like, make sure everything is okay. Listings, and as you can see, this should be displaying here, but there's an issue with the color, so we can take care of this in a minute, okay? And now let's add everything underneath the login section here. So we have the profile, the reset password, login, and sign in. I think that's all, yeah? And again, we're going to indent all of this. So login should be first. Maybe sign up afterwards, so indent it and then sign up underneath. We have our profile section and reset password, okay? So save menu. And again, as you can see, we have an issue with the display here. It's not displaying properly. So let's take care of this, okay? So again, we go to customize. Very good. So right here on top, if you click on the main section, on the menu section, we can go to design. And as you can see, the problem now is because the background is white, as you can see, okay? So we can change the color, no problem. So right here we have background. So here, select a darker color. Maybe this one, as you can see. Now it's displaying fine, absolutely great, like, you know. But obviously you have blue here on the side, which doesn't look great. And you cannot change it from here. So what we're going to do is go back to the main section here. We go to transparent header, because this is a transparent header. And now we can add our color. So we go to design and then background overlay. And now select this color. And there you go. As you can see, that looks very nice, doesn't it? So publish. You can exit out of this. And let's go back to our home page. And there you go, guys. You can see now everything is there. So immediately from here, we have the home page, about us, listing. So I'm going to try the grid layout. Perfect. We have the list layout and also the map view. Now, as you can see, now we have an issue on the internal pages, so we can edit this, no problem, okay? So let's go back again to our customization page right here. And this time we're going to go and click on one of those internal pages. So let's click on grid layout. Very good. So this is bringing us to the actual menu section that we want to edit. Click on the pencil. And as you can see, now we can go to design and change the internal colors. So as you can see, these links are black and blue. So that doesn't really fit us. What we need is the links to be in white, maybe just like this. Very good. And the active ones will be in blue. So this is perfect now. So again, don't forget to click publish to make sure everything is fine. So let's go back to the page here and refresh. As you can see, the active page will be in blue. and all the others will be in white. So this is working fine. So we have the listings here, grid view, list view, map view, and the login details. You can log in, sign up, see your profile, or reset your password. So the menu section is taken care of. We have our internal pages as well. So let's go back to the home page quickly. So now let's take care of our hero section here. So all we have to do is basically change the picture and make sure we have the right message here as well, obviously, you know. And then underneath, we're going to add the search feature as well. So let's take care of this. So we go back here and we can exit out of this. So let's go to pages. And right here we have the home page, as you can see. So hover on top, edit with Elementor, open in a new tab. Very good. So first, let's change our main heading here. So again, this is a very important message. This is the first thing that your visitors will see. So make sure you convey the exact message. So for instance, I'm just going to type something here. Find the ideal home in the San Francisco area. So here they know that you're selling houses. Obviously, you're involved in real estate. And where are you based? Well, in San Francisco, and this is where they should be looking for. So if someone lands on your website, if it's a .com, and they're coming from, let's say, Poland or maybe Vietnam, they know that this website is not intended for them because they don't live in San Francisco, okay? And right here underneath, you can put your text as well. So something simple, you know, maybe welcome to Mr. Web, where finding your perfect home in the heart of San Francisco is more than a promise, it's our expertise. Very good. So let's change our image here. So obviously the image will convey a lot. So make sure you pick the right one, something that represents your type of business. So if you're in the luxury apartment, make sure you select one with a luxury interior or something like this, okay? So let's pick one here as an example. So I'm just going to select maybe this one here, okay? And then select. But obviously, as you can see, this image is not suitable because it's landscape instead of portrait. We need a picture that's the other way around, okay? So let's upload one together, okay? So select file. So I found a few here online. I'm just going to upload and then we can test them basically, okay? So open and let's try a few of them. So let's try this one maybe, okay? So select. Okay, as you can see, that gives you a totally different feel, doesn't it? So let's try this one, maybe select. I think that looks good. Okay, let's go with this one. So like I said, feel free to select any image you feel that represents your business the best, okay? So here, request a callback. Again, we're going to link this to our contact page. So we go back here, contact, right click, copy link address, and then paste it here. Very good. And then let's click update for now, okay? Very good. So now we are going to add our search box search feature here underneath. And for this, we're going to use a short code. So let me show you how this works. So I'm going to leave the link to the documentation here. So you have everything related to the listings, the property search, the slider, and so on and so on. So we can use any of those to display them basically within Elementor. So this is the search feature here. And as you can see, you can use this short code immediately. And I'm going to show you how you can tweak this around as well. So first, let's create our new section. The plus sign, select the one with the arrow pointing right. Very good. Now here we're going to search for shortcode. And now drag and drop. Very good. And now insert the shortcode right here. And as you can see, our search feature is displaying. So clearly this is not the way we want it. This is more for the internal pages on the side, obviously. So what we want is basically just to display here underneath horizontally. So if you go back here, we will find all these different settings. For instance, if you can ES search form and then layout vertical or horizontal, okay? So we're just going to copy this. So Control C, paste it here. And instead of vertical, we're going to change this to horizontal. Again, Control C, replace vertical with horizontal. And as you can see, there's no changes yet. Why? Because we need to display this as a simple search form, okay? And if you check among all these properties here, we have search type equal main, meaning or simple or advanced, okay? So this is what we need, basically a main one. So this is the one we're going to use. So Control C, and let's paste this after that. Very good. And as you can see, that looks totally different now. Very good. So what we need to do now is to expand this. So grab this with the arrow, expand it to the full width. And now we're going to click on the section itself. So those 6 dots, the container, sorry. And we go to advanced. And for margin, we're going to set this to 0. And for padding, 0 as well. And now as you can see, we still have a bit of gap on the left and the right. So we go to layout. And here for the width, we're going to change this to %. And put that to 100. Very good. So now it's displaying properly. So let's click update and let's have a quick look in the front end. So let's refresh. Very good. As you can see, find the ideal home in San Francisco, and you scroll down. As you can see, now we have the search feature right there. And now you can look for anything basically, So let's look for an apartment maybe. Let's click search. And there you go. This is the search result. How professional does this look, guys? This looks very professional, doesn't it? So let's go back to the home page. Now you can change the background color as well if you wanted to, but I think it fits our layout at the moment. So I would leave it as is. But if you wanted to change the color, again, you can use the shortcode setting here. And as you can see, of the background color, you can use background equal and then the hashtag and the hexadecimal code, basically. Okay, so this is how you can change this if you wanted to. So let me show you quickly how we can do that. Okay, so I'm just going to fetch this here, Control C. We're going to back to our page and we're going to click on the element itself. And right there, we have search type main. After that, put the background color, and let's replace this with our own color, the hexadecimal code. Okay, just like this. And there you go. As you can see now with the color matching our header. So this is absolutely fine. This is really up to you. Feel free to add any color you want. So I'm just going to leave it as is for now. Okay, so let's click save again just to be sure. And now let's take care of the rest of our page. So that is the About Us section. So here we're going to put a picture of ourselves. So again, if it's just yourself, maybe just put a picture of you smiling. Maybe it's you and your associate. Maybe just put a picture of you and the other person. But if you have a full team, then put the whole picture of the team, obviously, So I just found one online here. I'm just going to upload this quickly. So select file. So there it is. So it could be a picture like this, something very, very similar. So select. Very good. So this is usually how it is, take a picture in front of your premises, maybe the info desk or something like this, so people can actually relate to this and think to themselves, oh, they have a big team, I can trust them, or something like that, obviously, So right here, you're going to put your heading. So feel free to type whatever you want. And right here, maybe how long you've been in business, a bit of background story about yourself. And again, we have a call to action button. So know more about us. And again, we're going to link this to another page. So this is the About Us. So right click, copy link, and let's paste it here. Okay. So Control V. And that's basically it. So that's us done for the About Us section. Very good. So that's a pretty straightforward one. So let's move on to the next one. So this one, it says, how can we help you? And as you can see, you have 3 different areas of business. So you can use this maybe to emphasize 3 areas of business that you look after or something like this. I would possibly use that space here to display a few of your properties immediately. Okay. So what we can do basically is to delete those first 2. So delete, the same with this one. Delete, and then we're going to delete the content manually. So this delete, again this one delete, and for the text here again the same, right click and then delete. And now we're going to insert again a shortcode. Okay, so short, drag and drop, and this time we're going to add the listing. Okay, so we go back here, and as part of the shortcode, as you can see, let me zoom in a little bit, we have the listings here. So ES my listing, and for the details click on it. So we're going to start basically with the main shortcode itself. So we're going to insert this here, Control V. Very good. So as you can see, those listings are showing up on our home page now. So now we can tweak this around, as obviously, so you could have this maybe as a grid mode instead of a list. So this is just a matter of preferences. I think it looks better as a grid mode on the home page, to be honest, and you can set this up as default as well. So if you go back here, as you can see, layout, grid 3. So this is basically 3 columns. Grid 2 is 2 columns, and it will always display in a grid in 3 columns. Okay, so let's go back here. So we have ES my listing. Just after that, you put layout equals grid 3, and as you can see, it will turn automatically to that. And now if your visitors want to switch that to list view, they can always do so. But initially, I think it looks a lot better like this. Okay, so right here, you have view all services. We're going to change this. So click on that. And now we could have maybe view all properties. Okay. And now we can link this to an internal page. And this page would be, I suppose, we can select any of those grid layouts, or right click, copy link address, and then paste it here instead of the hashtag. Very good. And then update. And that should work fine. So again, let's have a quick look. Okay, let's refresh our page. So let's scroll down. So we have the menu section, hero section, search feature. We have About Us. And then our listing. Look at this guy. This looks very professional, doesn't it? If we click on view all properties, it should bring us automatically to the landing page. There you go, the grid layout. And that looks absolutely perfect, doesn't it? Very good. So let's go back and finish that up now. So we go back here. So instead of have an emergency, maybe request a quote, okay? So request a quote, okay? And then right here, you can put a bit of details. You can change your phone number here. So put your phone number. Obviously, this is not a link. This is a phone call. So this should be just numbers. And let's change the picture here as well while we're at it. So we're going to find one from our existing library here. So let's maybe select this one. I think it looks good. Select. There you go. As long as it fits everywhere, you know. So what we can do is maybe extend this a little bit to be to take the full width. There you go. So there's no blue edges anymore. Perfect. I think this is fine for this section as well. So what our customers say about us. So this is basically a testimonial section. Very important, obviously, you know. So here all you have to do is basically click on this. As you can see, you have the picture. You have the name, and you have the testimonial itself or the review, and you can fetch this obviously from maybe Google reviews, Trustpilot, or whatever. So feel free to copy and paste them here, you know. Maybe put 3 of them like we have here. Maybe if you wanted to add another one, you can always right click on this and duplicate it. As you can see, now you have 4 of them, and all you have to do is basically edit the content, okay? Now if you only need 3, that's fine. Delete. That's all. So this is basically the main testimonial section, so you understand this fully, no problem. And right here, instead of our work, again, we're going to use this. Instead of adding pictures and all that, let's add some listings again, okay? So first, let's delete the content here. So right click and then delete. And then the same with this column here, delete. And do that a few times, you know. So delete and again delete. Very good, so there's no more pictures. And as you know, now what are we going to add? A short code again. So drag and drop right there. Okay, just like this. Very good. And instead of our work here, you can emphasize what it is. So what is it? Price drop? Is it featured or something like this? Okay, so I'm going to put price drop just like this. And now we know exactly what to put here. So let's click on this and let's enter our short code. So again, we're going to display a listing, but this time as a list view. Okay, so I'm going to fetch this one first. So ES my listings. So again, we're going to add a short code, drag and drop. There you go. So let's insert this. As you can see now, this is displaying fine. And as we said, we're going to limit this to a list. Okay, so layout equals and then list. So it will always display as a list. Equals list. Okay, just like that. And now we're going to display specific listing. So it could be a specific category or something like this. So let me show you how you can do so. So basically here we have type equals ES type equals term ID. So let's fetch this. And now let me show you where the term ID is located. Okay, so let's add this to the rest. Very good. So now let's go back here. So this is where you find the ID. So if you go to static and then data manager, and right here, as you can see, we have categories, types, statuses, labels. So in this case, it's types, as you can see, ES type. Okay, so if you click on type, you can select among those different options. We have apartments, condo, house, land, multifamily, office. So if you wanted to display maybe apartments ID 6, you can go here. Instead of term ID, we're going to type 6 here, okay? There you go, in between those air quotes. And there you go. All we have now is basically everything related to apartments, okay? And that's basically how this works. And you can do the same as well. As you can see, if you go here with term ID, this is for ES type. But you can do the same with ES category or maybe ES label. And then you find the ID under each and every categories here, obviously, you know. As you can see, if you go to category, you can select maybe for rent or for sale. And then you can display all the properties for rent or for sale right here. So that's basically how this works. Okay, so let's click update. Very good. So let's go to our next section. So it's again a call to action here, basically with your phone number and asking them to contact you. So right here, as you can see, you have the image and we have the call to action here on the side, but it's very similar to the one we have here on top. So in order to break the design and make it easier on the eye as well, it's nice to have something slightly different. Okay, so what I would do here in this case is to delete this section altogether, the column, sorry, and just have this. And what I would do is maybe center this one. So I'll click on it and then center, and we'll do the same with the button here. Okay, so I'll click on this section here, and again we're going to center this, and this is a nice way to close our page and to remind them that they can contact us on this number. Okay, very good. So that's done. Now So again, let's go back to the home page and let's refresh and make sure everything is okay. So menu section perfect, hero section perfect, search feature, about us, a few listings as a grid view, view all properties, perfect, request a quote, call to action. We have a testimonial section. We have our latest maybe just listed or featured listings, and right here a call to action with our phone number. Very good. And right here, as you can see, I have the footer section, so we're going to take care of this as well. So let's customize the bottom here, the footer section. Okay, so we go back to our WordPress dashboard, and from here we go to appearance, and then we go to widgets. Okay, so you can close this, and you can see you have footer builder widget 1 and widget 2. So if you expand, you have the content here. So if you click on it, well, you can basically edit this to add your own address and phone number. So this is basically like text editing, you know, very simple to follow, and the same with the other one. So if you close this one now, you go here and you have the business hours, and you can do the same. Simply click on it, and then you can edit this and add your own opening hours. Okay, that's very simple, this one. Anyways, so now let's add our map. Let me show you where this one is. This one is in a different place. So appearance, customize, and right here, scroll down straight at the bottom of your page. And now click on the small blue pencil. And now if you go to the text section here, you will see there's a bit of code. It's an iframe. So this is basically fetched directly from Google Apps and inserted here. As you can see, this is an embed, okay? And this is what we need. So basically you go to Google Maps or Google Maps or itself, find your location, anywhere it is. So let's say you're based in central London. I type the London I here, very easy, you know? And now if you go by the side, expand the menu, we have embed or share. So click on this. And you want to embed the map, and that's basically it. As you can see, copy HTML, so fetch this, and now we go back here and then delete this one and insert yours instead. And as you can see, now we have our own map in central London. Okay, so that's basically how you do so, and then publish. And that's basically it, guys. I think we're done with this. So let's refresh our footer just to make sure. And there you go. As you can see, we have this. Oh, yes, we have the social media links here. So let's go back here. So that's a very easy one. Click on the pencil again. All you have to do is expand. You put the name. So it could be Facebook, could be X, could be anything. And then right here, you will select the icon. So let's say if you want to add Twitter, fetch this. It's X now, obviously, you know. So you would select this instead of Facebook. And here you put X, and that's basically it, okay? And then instead of the URL in the field here, just put the landing page to your social media platform, then publish. And as you can see, now we have the social media icons, and obviously you can add and remove as many as you want. All you have to do is click the X sign to delete, and add social media to add another one. So very simple, super easy to use. So that's us done with the home page. Okay, so we're not going to cover the About Us page, but about the same principle as the home page. I'm just going to do the contact page here because I'm going to show you how to create your own contact form here and basically customize everything else. Okay, so again, we go back to our WordPress dashboard. We can exit out of this now. We go back to pages, all pages, and look at the contact page. So where is it here? And then again, edit with Elementor, and I'm going to open this in a new tab. So let's go here. And let's scroll down the page. So as always, click on any of those elements to customize them. So you send us a message, it could be something else, maybe a request a quote, like we said, you know. So request a quote. And then what do you want here? Well, you can see at the moment your first name, last name, email address, and your message. Maybe you want to ask a bit more information than this. So this is fetching a contact form. As you can see, you can select it here. So where is this one? If you go back to your WordPress dashboard, and this is why I keep different tabs open, you know, it's easier to go from one to the other. If you go to WP Forms, you'll find it here, contact form, okay? So now you can edit, and basically it's a simple drag and drop system as well. So if you wanted to add, maybe ask for their phone number or something like this, you know, you can easily do so. All you do is drag and drop. There you go, and click on it. And here you can put phone number, and that's basically it, okay? So you can make this mandatory as well. So here, required. And in the advanced section, you can also decide which size it is. So it could be full width. So if you put large, it's going to take the full width. If it's small, only 1/3. And if it's medium, only half the size, you know. So this is really up to you again, you know. So let's click save. And now we go to settings because you want to make sure you're going to receive the notifications. So we go here. And right here, as you can see, you have the admin email and admin email. And as you can see, you get an error message. So what we need to do is to replace this, okay? So the email address has to belong to the same domain name where you're building your website. So for instance, info@learnwithmrweb.com, and right here, info@ and then learnwithmrweb.com. And once I apply this, as you can see, the error message is gone. So save. And then confirmation, here you can change the message here. Thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly. You feel free to tweak this around, okay? Again, as always, click save, and then we can exit out of this. Very good. And now let's go back there. Let's click update, and let's have a quick refresh. And as you can see, now we have request a quote, but also we're asking for the phone number, okay? So that's basically how this works. And as always, feel free to customize this the way you want. So let's just change the image here. Let's add our theme again, like we had earlier on. And then your phone number here. All you have to do is basically click on this, okay? So we've covered that already. So click update. And there's the contact page sorted as well. Okay, so now let's take care of our listing. So if you go here to static, my listings, so this is where they all are, obviously, you know. So let's go to the front end for a few seconds. So I'm going to go to listings, grid view, and let's click on any of them, okay? So this one as an example. So right here on top, as you can see, I have all the different pictures. We have the title, the location, how many beds, how many baths. And then you have the basics information as well, the status, total room, year built, and so on. And you also have, if you scroll down, as you can see, all the amenities and features. So you might want to add to this, maybe remove some, or customize this basically, okay? So how can you do so? So this would be step number one, basically, okay? So if you go back here, and then we go to Fields Builder, this is where they all exist, basically. As you can see, these are our basics, these are description, open house, location. And if you scroll down, as you can see, you have amenities and features. So these are most likely the ones you will customize first. So if you click on amenities, and now by the side here, if you scroll down the page, you will see all the different options: cable TV, dishwasher, dryer, garbage disposal, and so on, you know. So if you wanted to add something, maybe add an option here. So let's type maybe, I don't know, let's say garden upkeep or something like this, you know. That's all you have to do, basically type it here, and that's basically it. So now you can save your changes. And now if you go back to the front end, this one will be available when uploading a new listing. And you can do the same with the features, obviously, you know. Features, scroll down, as you can see, we have air conditioning, balcony, elevator, fire alarm, and so on. And again, if you just want to add one, just click on this. If you want to remove one, click on the trash can here, okay? And that's basically it. And once you're done, click Save Changes, and that's basically how this works. Now, as you can see here, we go to location for, as an example, as you can see, a country, state, province, city, department. So as you can see, this goes from country to region to state and province. So this is if you have an international real estate business. But as an example, in our case here, if we go back to the homepage, we said you were based in San Francisco, and maybe that's all you have, or you're only listing everything related to San Francisco, and that's basically it. So in which case you can then delete country, region, and even state and province, and keep just city, department, because that's basically where you are, and that's the only listings that you have in place is for San Francisco. So again, this is really up to you, you know. Now let me show you another amazing feature. As you can see, you can add as many sections as you want. So if I click on this, I can add a new one altogether. So let's call this one maybe, so let's say nearby stores in walking distance, okay? So let's save changes. And now we can actually add our fields, okay? So I'm going to show you how you could create this from scratch. And in this instance, it would be helpful to know exactly what's nearby if I was to purchase an apartment in central San Francisco, okay? So here we can add our field. So let's create one together. So add a new field. So let's say the first one would be maybe food store, because you have to feed yourself, obviously, you know. And then you have the label as well. So I'm just going to copy and paste this here. Now this is part of our nearby stores. Admin tab will be basic, and then we can add our different fields. And the type here will be most likely check boxes, and then we can add our different fields, okay? So let's say maybe, I don't know, what do we have? Walmart. I'm going to add another one here, maybe Kmart. And then another one, I don't know, Aldi. Do you have Aldi, the United States? I'm not too sure. So let's pretend you have it, and save changes, okay? So that's basically food store created. Now you can add another one as well. So you could have maybe convenience stores, okay? And then again, here is going to be Control-C, Control-V. And here again is going to be a checkbox type of thing, okay? So you could have maybe 7-Eleven. What else do we have? I don't know, something else, you know, ABC stores. And let's add another one. So XYZ Mart. Okay, just like this. And then save changes. And that's basically it. So you can create as many as you want. So it could be pubs, it could be restaurant. And obviously this is the type of information that's going to come in very handy for your visitors to decide whether or not this is the right neighborhood for them to live in. And now you can finally go and add your new property. So you would click on add new property here, obviously, and also you put the title and all that. But I'm just going to show you directly from an existing listing. It's probably easier. So let's open any of them. As you can see, the first thing is the title here, the description. And as you scroll down, you have the category. So is it for rent? Is it for sale? What type of is it an apartment? Is it a house or something? The rent period, statuses, parking, roof, exterior material, basement. As you can see, you have all these different options here. So all you have to do is basically add all the different amenities and features as well, you know. And as you scroll down, you will find here the basic information, the location, the photos and media, and so on. And as you scroll down the page, this is the amazing part. As you will see, we have all our different custom fields already here with the food store nearby, and now you can easily select any of them. So let's say there's a nearby Walmart, there's no Kmart, and there's an Aldi, and maybe they have 7-Eleven and maybe ABC stores. Okay, so after this, all you have to do is basically save. Okay, so let's click update. And now if you go back to the front end, so we can have a quick look. So preview changes, open in a new tab. And you will see this is where the magic happens. So again, all the basic information, description is right here, open house. If you keep scrolling down, you will see at the bottom, we have the nearby stores, walking distance. As you can see, you have Walmart, Aldi, 7-Eleven and ABC stores. But now as you can see, we have the request info that's here on top in between. So maybe you want to move this further up, okay, before this one. You want this to be basically last. So you can change this as well, you know. So we go back here, we go to a static and then field builder. And you can see here, we have the nearby store and we have the request form. So that's what we want, basically. We want to bring this further up, okay? So let's put the schools on top and also the nearby walking distance amenities. We're going to put that in between those two, okay? So there you go. As you can see now, nearby store, nearby school and request form. So let's go back to our page and refresh. And as you can see, we have all the amenities and then nearby stores followed by the request a quote form. So that's basically how you can customize everything top to bottom and build a fantastic looking and very professional real estate website.